you guys had an amazing New Year's Eve and New Year's. Today I have brought you this soft cut crease using the Morphe 35O palette. I really wanted to play around and create something for you guys. And yeah, I hope that you guys really enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe and I will see you right now. So to start off, I'm going in with my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly, and I'm going to use a brush to apply it first, and then just warm it up with my finger and blend it out all over the lid. Then I'm going to go in with my beautiful Morphe 35O palette, and I'm going to take this peach nude shade, and I'm going to take that on a Sigma E40 blending brush and just buff this into the crease. It doesn't have to be, you know, neat or anything. It's just a transition color to help the rest of the colors blend out beautifully and a lot easier. Then I'm going to go in with this kind of like a Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek brown. It's a really warm brown, and I'm going to take this on a angled small brush, and this is a crown brush, one of my favorites. It's actually an eyebrow brush, but I'm using this to really carve out my eye shape. When you do a cut crease, it's pretty much contouring your eyes. So start off with a light brown first, you know, to fix any mistakes that you may have. And then I'm going in with a darker brown, as you can see, and I'm going to really darken up that line. So I started off with a light brown, and then I go in with a darker brown to really darken it up, and it's just much easier that way for any mistakes. Then I'm going in with a stiff pencil brush. I forget where this brush is from. I think I got it off eBay, like really cheap, but I love this to really blend out those colors because it's stiff enough to be precise with where you want to blend out, but it's still soft. And then I'm going in with a darker, or no, this is like a nude peach, kind of like the one we used at first, but a little more darker. And I'm gonna take this on a Sigma E25 blending brush, and by having that first color down, it's a lot easier to blend out these colors, but I really wanted to intensify it a little bit more, which is why I went with this one. And I'm just going to blend out that eyeshadow and make sure everything is just like a gradient effect. Then I'm gonna take this ash dark brown, and once we have like the liner down exactly where I wanted it to be and the height of the cut crease I wanted it, I'm only going to focus this on the outer liner, the outer part of the liner, as you can see. And then I cut the crease, and then I blend upwards, and I stay away from the bottom. I just keep that blank so that we could apply our light shadow there later. And I'm just going to repeat these steps until I get the desired intensity of that cut crease that I want. And I always go back in and just blend everything out, and you just repeat these steps to create a flawless you know, gradient effect, and just blend everything out. It's like one of the most important things. Then I'm going to go back in with my Paint Pot on a angled brush, and this is just a different brush, and I'm really going to clean up that liner, which is why it's okay to make mistakes, because it's just as easy to clean them up. And I'm only going to focus this on the outer corner of my eye, and that's what really helps with the cut crease, because if you bring this paint pot all the way to the inner corner, it'll look really dramatic. So just keeping this on the outer corner and only cleaning up the outer part will make the eyeliner softer. And then I'm going to take these two pink gold, they're more of a pink champagne type of vibes, and I'm going to spray my brush with some Fix Plus. I do recommend using Fix Plus for these shadows because they do transfer and it's a lot of fallout. So I recommend using something wet. Eye drops works just as well. And then I'm going to pack this on the shade, and do not go over that line, because even if you go over it just a little bit, it's really easy to go back and just, you know, intensify that line. But just make sure you just keep this on the lid and right below the line. And then I also use this as an inner corner highlight for my eyelids. And then I went back in with my angled brush and I went back into that dark ashy brown again, and I just intensified that line, which like I said I would do. And it's pretty easy. Cut crease is actually really simple. You just have to be patient and you have to take your time with it. You can't really rush anything with it. Then I'm gonna go back in with a Sigma E25 blending brush and just make sure to buff that liner out. You don't want any harsh lines, so just make sure you just keep blending until you get the desired eye look that you want. And for eyeliner, I went in with my Maybelline Eye Studios. My camera did cut off at the end, but you guys have seen me do liner in so many of my tutorials, so you know it was okay. And it also cut off. I did add some liquid liner from NYX, a glitter liquid liner, and I was so sad to see that it didn't show up, but here you could see it on my eyelids, some glitter. Then I added some mascara just to prep for some falsies. I've been loving this this mascara lately by itself. It's really nice. And for lashes, I use the Demi 106 lashes. They used to be my go-to for every single day, every single look, until I started experimenting with different lashes, and yeah, I just decided to go back and use them for this tutorial. And then I'm going to move on to the face, prime my face with the Smashbox. It's the purple one, but I love this because it's amazing for oily skin. And then I'm going to use MAC and Makeup Forever Face and Body. And the combination of these foundations are weird because the MAC one is a gel base while the Makeup Forever is a water base. So you know, gel and water doesn't really mix, but after mixing these together and really blending it out with a Real Techniques beauty blender, it's amazing. The coverage of the foundations together are amazing, and because I added that primer first, which really sets my face, like I do not get oily at all. It actually creates like a dewy effect without making my face look oily, which I really love. And I've been really loving this Real Technique sponge for everything. And then for concealer, I'm gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I've also been loving this concealer, but lately I've been kind of dry because of winter time, and I've been looking for a new concealer. So if you know of any, please let me know down below what your favorite dewy-ish concealers are, because I am looking for one at the moment. And just to set my concealer, I'm going in with my Ben Nye. Like I said, I've been kind of dry on my under eyes, so I don't want to bake. I just want to set it just so that it doesn't really crease. And for bronzer and contour, I'm going in with my Too Faced bronzer. I love this bronzer. I use it in every single one of my tutorials, but it's just the perfect shade for me. It's not too orange and it's not too cool, so you could either bronze your face with it or you could also contour. And I'm using that on a crown brush. Yeah, also my all-time favorite. So let me know down below what you guys did for New Year's. I think I just stayed home and sipped some champagne and just did the countdown with my family. And then for my lower lash line, I really want to recreate the same effect as we did on the top lash line. So I went in with like a nude shade first. I'm lining my waterline again with my gel. It's a gel liner that I use for my wing. Then I'm going in with like that Cocoa Bear brown shade, and I'm going to try and smudge out my eyeliner with that. And then I go in with an even darker brown on a smudge brush, and with this really try and get that as close as I can to my lower lash line. And then I'm going to add some mascara on my lower lashes. I need to remember to really stay in the screen or in the camera, because it's actually really hard. Like once I get into my makeup zone where I'm doing my makeup, I kind of forget that I'm recording. It's so funny. And then I'm going in with my Milani blush. I'll have everything listed below. Yeah, I love the combination of the bronzer with this blush. It creates like the perfect shade, and I didn't have my highlighter with me and I was kind of too lazy to go and grab it, so I went into the Morphe palette and I used one of their lighter highlighting shades, and it was actually a really nice highlight. I didn't want something too intense, only because the eyes, as you can see, are already intense enough. So I took that on a Master Styles brush, and I'm just quickly dusting this on, the areas where you would naturally, or where light would naturally hit. And then I should have done this before my highlight and blush, but I'm going to bake right beneath my contour just to really intensify that. And yeah, and then I'm going in with my NYX lip liner in Nude Truffle. I've used this in quite a couple of my tutorials, but it's just my favorite for nude lipstick. And then I'm going in with my new Ulta. It's like my go-to lipstick right now, with or without liner. And this is in the shade 249. And then I'm going to top that off with NYX lip cream in Abu Dhabi, which is also my favorite go-to nude. I just mix a whole bunch of nudes together and just dust off that baking powder, and that concludes the final look. I hope that you guys really enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.